Here we go. We're live.
Excellent. Greetings, everybody. Uh, we're role playing, right? Yeah, we're doing some role playing stuff. We hope. We hope. So when last we left our party of magnificently stunning, well-dressed heroes, because Gruak, your toga is really nice.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Who thought that a tree could rock a toga so good? You have done everything you planned to do to help the city of Aloria, and now it is time to get the hell out of here before your enemies show up and figure out where you vamonos to. The plan: vials of Cassie Bentley's blood have been hidden away on a merchant ship. Since your party figured out they are tracking her through her dragon blood. So you're going to throw that out there, presumably just before you guys leave. Who's going to take care of that? Who's going down to the docks and picking some poor sap of a ship to ruin?
I guess it'd be me and Mary. The lady
Yeah.
can't be bothered with something so mundane, and the tree can't talk.
Roax, follow.
Oh, well, he's coming.
Well,
Unless you stop him, there's an 8-foot tree man that's going to be with you.
we'll be going to the docks. You can see some of your relatives.
Honey.
All right, so you three are going to take care of that. Farlin and Cassie and Yuki have probably been doing some catching up since you haven't seen her in days. Also, it's kind of good to keep her out of sight. So deep inside the temple is where you guys are currently sitting. You are awaiting the arrival of Stedor Huron, Archmage of the Arcane Academy, or at least word from him that it's time. The teleportation will be taking place at the academy itself, as they have special teleportation boosting magic technology that is going to be required to get you guys all the way to the other side of the continent in the blink of an eye, without the dangers of a gnome machine turning you all into little pieces of yourselves.
Yay.
All right. I guess we'll take care of the obvious final loose end here. Mary, Gruak, Reggie, what's your plot? How are you going to get the blood? Because you're leaving today. Oh, yeah, you're leaving today.
Honestly, have no idea.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll be-
okay,
Just
so
short.
we haven't discussed whether or not we want to let an entire boat crew worth of people know what's happening, or just like throw some blood in some vials in a box and stash it on a random boat.
I think it's easier to say just not tell them what's happening.
Considering the morality of you three, probably yes.
Yeah. Which case,
Let's face it, they will all end up dead.
yeah, yeah. Like we are pretty much telling these people, here, take this, go die.
I mean,
you didn't have to put it like that.
I mean, they might
I'm
have
having
a
second thoughts.
they might have a shipboard guard that can fight against people that shoot flames out of their hands.
Remind me, Caddy, how common is magic in your world?
I mean, it's common enough now. It's magic items that are rare.
Okay, so like if people show up and they're like very clearly, analogous to like sorcerers or whatever, it's vaguely common enough that a guard might be able to take them on.
Yeah, everybody's fully aware that magic works. I mean, Eloria is a pretty magically driven city.
Okay.
How much do we figure it would cost to hire a pretty hefty guard and put it on that ship?
Yeah, we could probably just do that.
All right.
Do we even have an inkling of how much that would be? Because in D&D, that might be 5 gold, or it could be several hundred platinum.
Yeah.
It's variable depending on the charge, the danger level, yada, 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 yada. Most likely, you'll want to go to one of the guild halls and hire your mercenaries. Or you could, go the crazy route and tell the king of the city your drastic plan, and you might get free guards.
I mean, as long as they
But
don't
that's
cost
more
too much,
people
I'm willing to
knowing.
pay. Yeah.
That's my problem there. If we go to a guild, that's more people knowing, and that defeats the entire purpose.
No, we don't have to tell them what they're guarding.
Hmm.
We can literally hire people to be like, we need you to, defend this cargo that is going. I mean, okay, so we talked about getting a boat from here to Jafang. Does that mean there are boats that go from here to Jafang?
Curiously, that you should ask. Allow me, hopefully, this will appear on everyone's screen here in just a second. Open that up and expand it. And I'm going to do a little drawing. Let me know when the map is up for you guys.
I can see it.
All right, so you guys are here, right? In Alori. Yes, there are merchant ships that travel. They go around the Cape here, and they move, and they go over here, and they join the trade lane here. What you guys are doing, because you don't want to spend months on a ship, is you're going to teleport all the way over here to the
Right.
settlement that is being built. And then you just have a short few days trip across to get to the capital of southern Jafang.
Yep.
Right.
So that is your plot and your plan right now.
Yeah, so I think we take, I don't know, 2-3 vials of blood, put it in a lightly, magicked box of some kind to make it look like it's being defended, and hire a small crew of mercenaries to take it on a merchant ship as cargo headed to Jafang.
That sounds
Okay.
like our best bet if we're going to do this without just sentencing people to unknown doom.
Yeah.
Probably swing by the bank to grab some sort of reinforced box and then hit the Merc Guild.
Are there like boxes that are fairly common to avoid simple detection spells? Stuff that like blocks, like scrying and whatnot?
No, let's just get one that prevents it from being opened. We definitely don't want to fuck with their tracking at all, right?
I feel like if we do nothing to interfere with it, that would be more suspicious.
Have they shown that they can defeat countermeasures before? They've attacked us when countermeasures have been down, right?
Well, right. So that's why I'm thinking like lightly defended. Like I'm not looking for anything crazy, just like a light, low level magic that covers it to appear like we're trying to stay undercover here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to ask another question too, because I am a benevolent dungeon master. Do you want to put it on a cargo ship to Jafang or a cargo ship to some other port of call? Since you are in fact going to Jafang,
I was under the impression that the bad guys knew that that's where we were
Yeah.
headed.
you have no idea if they know where you're headed.
If that's the case, then yeah, definitely not Jafang. What's
Yeah,
that
because you guys
landmass in this Alteran Sea?
y'all were here, and then you Nomus jumped to here, and they've lost track of you since then. All
Okay.
of your pain and suffering has been on this straight.
Yeah.
Longest straight.
I was under the impression that they also knew where we were trying to get to.
No, you never picked up any evidence one way or the other.
Can I ask a question that doesn't have to do with the conversation right now?
Sure.
What program did you use to make the map?
That
Because it looks really pretty.
That is a Wonder Draft, I believe.
Ah, okay, I've heard of that one before, yeah.
Yeah, I bounced him back between Incarnate and Wonder Draft. I like Wonder Draft better because it runs on my computer instead of over the web, and I have a little bit better control over all that stuff. Of course, some of that, a little bit of that is Photoshop also, but the map itself was all done in Wonder Draft and the basic colors. It's a good program. It's easy to use. I also have Dungeon Draft, which is what I use to make battle maps when I'm not stealing them off the internet. So that's your thing. You don't know. I mean, you're cautious enough to, and smart enough to know, hey, let's not put this on a ship going to Japan because they might put 2 and 2 together if things go wrong on the ship.
Yeah.
Let's find one that's going to that landmass there or somewhere around in there. That would seemingly justify our teleportation to cover the distance if that becomes a factor in their intelligence. And it's not our final destination, so
That's not a bad idea.
All right. The remote island kingdom of whatever the hell that is, because I have a newer map that actually has the name of that, but unimportant for the story that you guys are currently in. So, there's your thing. And then you want a box that is enchanted, that cannot be opened.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to pick up this box yourself, or are you going to go to one of the shipping guilds in the dock area and try to find a company that will take your cargo and do all that for you for a
If
fee?
that's a possibility, then yeah, we'll do that.
There are shipping services.
hard to
UPS
know
and
what
FedEx are
services.
here. UPS and
good,
FedEx
good.
are here. Somehow they managed to arrive on this planet. All right, so you guys are going to go ahead and take care of all that business. If you're not trying to be crazy about it, there's really nothing special you need to do. Just walk in, say, hey, I have some cargo.
Yep.
I want it on a ship headed here. And of course, it'll need a final destination. They'll need to know where it's just for storage. But you say the contents of this box will be important, so it needs to be enchanted that nobody can open it except for whoever has the proper verbal key or a really powerful knock spell. All right. Doing all that.
And hopefully this company can also furnish a pretty hefty guard for the team to teleport in and get their asses handed to them.
Yes. At the mention that this cargo needs to be defended, they will ask you if this cargo is hazardous to the ship itself. Is there a
No.
chance that this cargo is going to harm the ship?
No, it's merely desirous to other individuals who are nefarious.
And how many individuals do you need to guard this particular cargo package?
Guys, how many was our last assault? It was
The
a
last
good,
time we were
like, double
attacked?
digits, right?
I think it was like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say 8, but yeah.
You had a mage, a priest, and then a bunch of their underlings running around. So about 8. Yeah.
The alternative is that we hire 6 to emulate our party.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Is this a time-sensitive cargo?
As soon as possible, it needs to leave out.
Oh,
Leaving is more time sensitive than arriving.
Okay, we could certainly get it out of here tonight, no problem, which is perfect for you guys because you were leaving tonight.
But then people we hire in danger.
That's why they'll have guard.
Yep.
Well, the people you're hiring
Oh.
are supposed to be in danger. They're guards.
Don't
That
worry,
guy.
son. It'll be fine. They're professionals.
Okay.
Do not show me this again. Thank you. All right. All right. I'm doing a little math here. I'm sure y'all got plenty of money for this.
Yeah, we definitely should.
He's well trained. I am doing mathematics. Calculating. Stand by. Let's see here. All right, you need a spellcaster to enchant your box. I will do that. And then you have hirelings. The trip from here to there. At least 3, probably 2 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And you want 6 guards on that. All right, so they'll do the enchanting and the guard services there. Guaranteed delivery.
Excellent.
And do you need to insure the cargo?
No.
Very well then. For our enchanting services and the guard protection on that one way, I will be running you for the 70 gold.
No problem. I got it.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I almost did Electrum pieces.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, there we go.
I see it. You spent 70 gold on something.
Yes.
Gah. Give you the ability to type in a reason and you don't use it. You make me sad.
You sound just like my bank.
Yep.
That shit balances itself, motherfucker.
All right. After spending a couple of hours taking care of all that business, the girls back at the temple, getting prepped and ready. I guess you guys are probably hanging out in your old quarters there, Farland. Nice and deep inside the temple, out of the eyes of others.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Cassie's pacing back and forth in the room, chewing on her thumbnail in that nervous fashion. This is the big time. This is it. This is what she's been waiting for. And she hates the waiting. She's like, she's so frustrated. I hate this waiting.
Cassie, it'll be alright. We can just hang out here for a bit and then we'll go. We don't need to be worried.
Yeah, let us do the worrying for you. Who's calling me? Potential spam. Oh, we know that you've already spent $750 on the logo for your game. Would you like to spend another $2,000? No, go away. That company. Do not do business. Listen, internet. Do not do business with a company called Logo Genie ever out of California. Ugh. I've blocked 6 of their numbers now, and they keep calling me on different numbers. It's irritating. Oh, we want to transfer this. No. I don't need anything from you guys anymore. All right. Get out of the way. Okay. Yep, she's pacing. So, just a little bit of information, Lady Farland, that you need to be aware of. Hang on a second, guys. Yay, my headphones are cracking.
That's fun.
This plastic is separating around the left ear cup. That's great. Okay. Well, what do you want for $150? Oh, I know. Headphones that don't crack and fall apart. Okay, so Ayuki's kind of sitting in bed and staring up at the ceiling. And she's like, well, before we get there, Lady Farlin, I don't know if you remember, but there's something I should probably let you know if you forgot. I'm not a.
You're a wanted woman, right?
Well, yes.
Well,
That's
that's
mildly
why
putting it. That's mildly putting it.
is why I dyed your hair black to give at least a little bit of a disguise, but there's only so much I can do.
And I think it looks absolutely amazing. But I don't know if I'm going to keep it, though, because, blonde is me.
I understand.
I mean, technically, black is my natural color, but you know what I mean. So, remind me again. This is out of character. So, you guys decided you want to try the legit way to get to the island of the emperors, right? You want to ask
Through
permission? You want to ask
yeah.
permission? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
At
So
least
that means,
try that first, and if they say no, well, then I just no.
okay.
Gonna have to.
All right. So I'm with you all the way, but once I get into town, I'm gonna have to separate from you guys for a while and get in touch with some of my old contacts. I'll have to rely back on my most amazing ninja skills to keep out of sight, but I'll try to support you the best I can until, well, you either get thrown in the dungeon or get permission or get executed.
Mm.
So don't get executed. The Emperor, he's a pretty fair man, and I didn't tell you exactly why the Emperor doesn't like me, did I? I should probably come clean, shouldn't I?
If
So
you
you have
want
all the
to.
facts. Well, you need all the facts so you know what you're dealing with. Whatever you do, at least at first, don't let them know that you're in league with me in any way, form possible, because she kind of sits up, sitting there, legs folded on the bed there. She kind of turns to face both of you and she's just like, I may or may not have killed the Emperor's brother.
She just kind of silently looks at Ayuki with a very confused look on her face at first.
Nice.
Why?
Well, at first thought, you may be saying, wow, an assassin of royalty. But I used to be one of the Emperor's main bodyguards, right? You knew that much.
Mm-hmm.
It is my job to protect the Emperor from any enemies, regardless of their origin. Anyway, I uncovered a big plot that his brother was doing to take the throne from him and murder him and all that other good stuff, so I took matters into my own hand first. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to tell anybody what was going on, and by the time I was able to circle back to present my evidence, co-conspirators had already destroyed it and made me look like the bad guy. So, yes, I'm wanted for murdering one of the princes of Japan. But he was a real asshole and he deserved to die, so I regret nothing. I kept the Emperor safe. I did my duty. I just wish I could somehow clear my name. But whatever. Doesn't really matter now. I'm on a different life path now. I got a new person to protect. She gives a big grin to both of you.
Will
Y'all
you
are,
be in significant danger if you show up in Jafong?
well, I mean, in the capital, yes. So I better not get caught or else off goes my head.
Hmm.
But I'm with you guys to the end. I'm not going to bitch out now. Besides, it'll be good to see the old home. I haven't been back in years. But yeah, so that's why I'm not going to be able to help you on this next part, at least until you guys win over the Emperor with all of your charm and secure passage to the Isle of Emperors. A few things also to let you know. The Emperor does not have a wife, and he's gonna really like you. She laughs. So, you have an advantage over him there. He likes foreign women for some reason. I don't know why, and he's particular to. She kind of holds up her now black hair. She's like, kind of particular to blondes.
Hmm.
Not a lot of blonde people in my country.
I see.
What else? I don't suppose you have been practicing everything I've taught you over the years of my language.
Here and there. It's
Yeah.
not exactly easy to learn.
No, my language is pretty difficult. And to be honest, we haven't had a lot of time to practice it. So you can probably impress the Emperor if you are a foreigner that can speak our language. So learn over the next 2 weeks it's going to take us to get there. Or I don't know if you have any magic laying around that can help you speak our language, but that'll go a long way to impressing the court.
I will try my best to brush up and learn as much as I can.
Very good. I don't suppose you have any language magic, do you, Cassie? Nope, I just burn things. Real useful, I know. Um, okay. Lastly, what to expect. You can't really just waltz right into the palace and walk up to the emperor and give a bow and say, "Hey, we're here. We need your help." The emperor is rightfully paranoid, so you're probably going to have to jump through some hoops to impress. I have no idea what they'll make you do, so I can't help you there, but just expect to see the emperor is probably going to require service from you until they can trust you. This is where I wish I hadn't like, whoa, what the hell?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh no, we lost the
It's a
DM.
Discord crash. I bet it's a Discord crash.
Looks that way. Also, yay, more side quests.
No, he would never do that to us.
He absolutely would.
He absolutely would.
And then he would bitch at us for doing side quests.
Yeah. I was completely lost on the blood stuff. Well, why do we need blood?
We're sending it out as a decoy.
All right.
Yeah, they're tracking Cassie with her. Yeah.
Because they can detect her with the blood.
Yeah.
That's the theory. Oh no, my character doesn't know shit about magic, so he's just got to take everybody's word for it.
It's been
Someone
so long.
somewhere definitely like told us that straight up, that it was like
Yeah.
the power in her blood is what they are tracking. I don't remember who figured it out and who told us, but we did hear that straight up.
To be real honest, if we wanted to make this feint work, we would send Reggie with the blood.
We don't
When they show
really
up,
need
he
it
will
to work.
kill them. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. We're not really putting that much on it. Oh, Fantasy
Yeah, we
Grounds
got
just went.
kicked.
Oh, that's interesting. Yes, I got completely kicked out of everything as all 3 of my monitors went black.
That's fun.
Yes, Unity engine locked up. Discord automatically closed itself. And a new patch has come out for Fantasy Grounds.
Checking for updates.
They work quickly.
I just tried to restart it and it turned red.
How is there a new patch the instant we're playing? What the hell?
Oh, it's because I'm old now. That's why. I'm old now. This poor computer's ready to be replaced. I haven't
That
seen
ridiculously overbuilt computer you have?
Yeah, this thing is way too much money for not that much power. It's not even. It's the storage that was the most expensive on this thing.
Mhm.
Because I put all those big giant SSD drives in there, which were like $600 each back in the day.
Well, they're definitely not that expensive anymore.
Yeah, now they're cheap as dirt.
I have like two 2 terabyte externals that I think were like 100 each.
Yeah. I got one more bill payment to do, and then I'm debt free, and then I'm gonna build my new system with a budget of about
Nice.
$5,000.
Are we updating again, or?
I am very
Me too.
slowly. It is not going very fast either on my end.
9.
Yep.
I wonder if Fantasy Grounds did something to make my video card go. I haven't seen it black out like that in a long, long time. The last time it blacked out like that is when I was torturing it with AI rendering. And it was just like, nah, man, I'm done. I'm done. You've been making AI art for like 3 hours straight. I'm done.
Fucking them out.
It's like, I'm done. It's amazing how hot my video card gets when it starts crunching all those numbers.
It looks like this update's gonna take a while.
Yeah, it just filled up the downloading and then started over. God damn it.
Yeah, I see. So like update progress is at 1 of 19.
You gonna go get your wife or whatever?
I can't until she's done with work.
Then tell her
Make her
she'll
done
just
with
have to
work.
wait until tomorrow morning.
Because that'll go over well.
Ah, come on. You can take my advice. I'm only divorced.
Millie, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't take your advice anyway.
Probably good advice. I'm pretty sure we're interested in completely different reactions from people.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's pissed at me. Good.
I like a little spice. What do you want?
Did it. This is probably their last patch of the day before they all go home from work because it's probably like 5 o'clock where they are.
It really sucks that they force you to update.
Well, if none of us updated, we would be fine.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I did my knee-jerk reaction of, oh, the box is lit red again. Let me just click that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put the dog out while we're all updating.
Good times. Well, I'm glad to know it's not just me all corrupted.
I think we were all kicked out as soon as you crashed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
because I'm
it would
the
no longer hosting.
I'm the cloud server, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Millie's advice anyway.
I heard all that.
Oh, the Fate core is decompressing.
Yep.
Yeah. Did we all break the internet or something? It's running really slow for you guys too, right?
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
download.
Yeah.
You know what it is? The thousands of players that suddenly got dumped out too for a mandatory update. They're
Yep.
like, everybody, click update.
You'd think they'd like set these updates to go out in the middle of the night or something, but
Well, they get delivered when you click deliver. So unfortunately, your dungeon master, like I said, my brain's now programmed to be like, oh, red box, click. I didn't expect it to be crawling here.
That is the advantage of the web-based service over this.
Nah, nope. You won't sell me on that again, sir. Not after the bullshit that Foundry put me through the last time. I don't know what
militantly don't talk people into shit. I ain't tried to talk you into anything.
That's one of the reasons why I abandoned Foundry is because all of a sudden I tried to log in and it's like your open WebGL WebGL graphics it isn't working no more. You need to update. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, something happened. Drivers. And I was like, okay. And I updated the video drivers and I cleared the cache and everything in my browser, and it kept telling me web OpenGL not found. I was like, what?
Huh.
I wonder if the D&D system works entirely different from the Pathfinder one, because we don't have when the new Forge stuff comes out, you don't have to update. You don't have to change anything.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it doesn't do it automatically.
It was the graphics engine of the browser, right? Because it has to rely on OpenWebGL or whatever the hell they call the accelerated software for it. And yeah, it could not find it anymore. And so I could log
That's
into the
wild.
game, but it wouldn't bring any of my maps up. It wouldn't bring any of my NPCs up. And after dicking with it for, 2 weeks, I was like, man, fuck all this. And then I really got screwed, through the depression age and kept canceling game after game after game for months until finally my boy showed up and was like, hey, man, I'm starting the game. I love that too, by the way. My boy shows up after 3 years and says, hey, man, I'm starting a game on Fantasy Grounds. I was like, well, I don't have Fantasy Grounds. I got to use Foundry. He's like, give it a shot. It's pretty good. I was like, all right, I'll do it. I get to play a game. I get to play, finally, some D&D instead of having to run D&D. And he brought in one of our players from high school who turned out to be a complete, total dickhead. And everybody at the table hated him. We were not getting along with him. I'm like, damn, man, I went to high school with this guy. I haven't seen him in 20 years, but what the fuck happened to him, Jeff? He is fucking terrible. He fucking steps on other people when they're talking. He's belligerent. He's mean to everybody, particularly my character. He had some chip on his shoulder from high school, and I never told me what it was. I was like, well, okay, you can be a dick then. Don't be a dick to my character just because you don't like me for whatever reason. But everybody started complaining to him, so he canceled the game, and then he's like, man, I want to play. And then he's like, hey, man, would you mind being the game master for Shadowrun? I was like, son of a bitch. So, yep, the game that I was in, I got duped into now being the game master in a Shadowrun system instead. And thank God I switched that over to Savage Worlds because I did not feel like dealing with Catalyst Games' D6 system. I love Shadowrun's universe. I do not like their game system with the whole take your attribute number and then take your skill number, and that's how many 6-sided dice you get to roll. I was like, well,
Yay,
let
click black.
me count out my 16 dice pool here, and then roll that, and then sit there and have to count up all the 5s and 6s, and then it just doing like large scale combat, not a good thing in that system.
I think that would actually work pretty well online though, when you do have just dice rollers to kind of take care of it all.
Yeah, not good around the table.
That's totally fair.
Yeah, not good around the table. Hey, mine's done. Okay, I'm gonna get the server running
Yep,
here.
mine too.
Load campaign, load that one. Yeah, yep, we loved it, but I find it's like, and it's overly complicated too. It's like, oh, so he's he's at this range and it's raining and it's low light and you don't have a scope, and so take away this many dice and then add this many dice because you do have cyberware that can compensate. As you can see, it just becomes a absolute
see,
grind
now
fest.
that was my understanding with Shadowrun, was that it's very, very complicated.
It is. That's why I pitched them. I go, guys, I'll run this, but I want to do a conversion. I'm going to convert this over to Savage Worlds. I was like, okay, give it a try. We just want to play in the world. I was like, okay, cool. So we are much happier. It's a game that's cinematic, right? It's an action game, right?
I'll be
bang
right back.
bang.
I'm being called.
I was like, okay, well, let's use a game system that's built around cinematic action then.
Yeah, but it sounds like a system that is supposed to run on a computer, not on people.
yeah. When
Which
everybody was at the table
Shadowrun
with
is
dice
stupid old,
rollers,
right?
do what?
Like, Shadowrun is stupid old, right?
1980 something. It came out right after the first version of Cyberpunk was released.
Yeah, so like it definitely was not designed to be played on computers.
Yeah, it's a version 6 is what they're up to now. But much like 1D&D, nobody liked version 6, so everybody went back to version 5. And version 6 made no money. Oh, good times.
Yay, I'm connecting.
So we are much happier now. And I don't feel overwhelmed having to prep for each game session. And hacking, man, oh God. Everybody used to like grumble when there was a hacker in the party. Because that's its own mini game. And in a complicated world, they literally released not one but 2 add-on source books for the hacking side of the game. It's like, who's going to remember all this? Nobody's going to remember all this extra add-on bullshit. We can barely remember the base game. So
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's much improved now through Savage Worlds because you just have one skill, hacking. And then your programs will add or subtract from your defenses or their defenses, or add or subtract from the damage that you can deal out or take. The end. Done. So no need to make it complicated. It's probably a great game for people who love the crunch, right? Because some people love crunch games. They live for them. I do not.
Sorry, I'm back. I'm just in pain today, so.
Oh.
I feel you, man.
Speaking of crunching game, who's playing the crunching game?
Oh, that was probably me.
Yeah.
Trying to get something to eat.
Better have enough to share.
It's just white cheddar popcorn.
Oh.
Ugh.
Hey, don't you disrespect. I love popcorn, but I can't eat it. I can't stand it getting between my teeth. It drives me insane.
That's
I
why
agree
don't
with
like
that,
it.
which is why I eat it in very small quantities.
Small quantities. I've got a Reggie. I got a Farland. I got a Gruat connecting.
Almost there.
Gruak is in.
Yep, mine just finished, so I'm trying to connect now.
Huzzah. All right, game. Don't you do that again. Give me back my stuff.
God damn it!
What are you doing?
Reset the window size, so I gotta move everything around again.
It's not as bad as what I have to do because I had literally like 12 windows open and they're all closed. So now I gotta open them all again. Rewind. Give me back my ambient music for me. I played with the audio system that they installed for Sirenscape, and it's not very friendly. It's not very friendly. It's powerful if you spend the $9.99 on the sound packs.
What's
So they're not
that?
even really sound packs. They're not even sound packs. They're links. Basically, they auto link all the sounds from Sirenscape and they attach them to each individual monster, weapon, and spell effect, which is
Ooh.
cool. So anytime you cast a spell, it'll automatically make the fireball sound for you. Or if there's a monster there, on my monster card, it has a little speaker in the corner. I click on it, it'll make its roar sounds and stuff like that, which is nice and cool. But setting that stuff up by yourself, that is a week's worth of work, if not more, especially if you can't find the sound in the 68,000 sound effect library that Sirenscape now has.
Was it the extra program we run for a while?
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. Now it's
Ah,
built in, though. It's built into the Fantasy Grounds. You still have to have the Sirenscape online player, but it automatically like triggers everything for you now. And I was just like, nah, I'm good.
Wait, so we would still have to have the other application open?
Correct. That's what it plays it through.
Wow, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's the way that it's got to go through Sirenscape software. So basically, Fantasy Grounds just becomes a trigger system for triggering all the audio. You can add your own like music and sound effects, but that still also requires a third-party program called VLC. Good old media player.
Do they really not have like an internal audio setup at all?
They do not. This is the one big weakness they have left now. Now that they've installed all the animated stuff is now available, maps and tokens and all that. It's just audio. They really need to reevaluate audio. Just give me a simple jukebox, please, and an ability to drop sound effects on the map. That's it. That's all you got to do.
it's fine. We got Discord sound board.
Ah,
That's true, Caddy. You could just add stuff to the soundboard for the server.
yeah, could. That would be nice too, except, Discord's bot is like, oh, I hear that you're streaming music. Oh, let me mute that for you
No,
because it's
there's
probably
literally a
copyrighted.
soundboard. You can add stuff to it, whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay. Are we back? Is everything functioning again?
I think so.
All right. Beautiful. Where were we? Yuki is explaining how things are going to be working when you guys arrive in Jafong.
Can we have the pretty map back?
Yes, I was going to share it right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Map of the planet. Oh, look at my monetary possibilities for a whole new add-on book for the Eastern continent that hasn't even been explored yet. Marketing. That's if I ever finish it, because I've lost a lot of steam.
Is the planet spherical?
It is in fact a triangle.
So
it
does
just-
the left side of the map connect to the right?
Yes, this is a sphere. In fact, it was really cool. I showed y'all that. I found a program where you could wrap the thing around there and give it dimensions. And then I dropped an animated globe here showing the world spinning with the sun. I was just like, look at this. This is awesome. World in 3D. This is cool. If I had any height maps, I could actually put those in there too. And it actually would draw mountains and stuff when you get close to it.
That's pretty cool.
But I ain't that dedicated. Not yet. If I win this $400 gajillion lotto, then I can work on this full time for the rest of my life. Which, given my luck, I'll probably get hit by a bus a week after I get the winnings.
Leave it all to me, please.
I'm going to leave it to the cat.
I'll take care of your cat.
Done.
That cat will live like a fucking god.
Done. Since you asked so nicely, done. Okay, so Yuki, cliff notes, rewinding here. Emperor likes foreign women, likes blondes, is impressed when you can speak their language. She is a wanted woman for murdering the current emperor's brother, who apparently was scheming to murder his older brother. She put an end to that. Mission accomplished, but all the evidence of wrongdoing was destroyed, thrown in the trash. And so it just looked like she was an assassin. And so that's what she's going to do. And then what she was explaining to you is you can't get an audience direct with the emperor first. You're going to have to probably impress them and jump through hoops and do whatever the hell they tell you to do in order to get close to the emperor. It's kind of like the Jet Li movie, where every time you do something, you're allowed to get a little bit closer to the emperor with all the armed guards around you until eventually you arrive at the place where you can hear his voice.
Can we not just like set Ayuki up in a zone of truth and make her spill her guts to everyone in the Emperor's entourage and just call it a day?
You could if you weren't metagaming it.
Is that
How's that
metagaming?
metagaming? It's a known spell to exist.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You're not a trained priest.
I sure as fuck ain't.
Yeah, so your character would probably not know about that spell existing.
But the spellcasters in the party would probably have the idea if their players knew to have the idea.
Yeah.
Well, I
Who
mean,
knows?
like, okay, so surely Zone of Truth is an incredibly famous, well-known spell if it exists at all. Like, it would be the go-to thing for like court disputes.
Wouldn't that imply this is like a cleric spell, right?
I don't think it's only clerics.
Paladins and clerics.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like the magic that Farland uses is incredibly rare.
Yeah, divine magic is very rare. Arcane is not. Divine magic is.
So
Bards, they can cast it.
Ooh. Hire a bard. They only cost 3 silver pieces a day. I've come to sing the truth to you, Emperor.
Wait, is that their price? Because I could have my own band. Just follow me around.
Follow me now. 3 silver a day. Sing about me every day.
Hire a little poor boy to fetch rocks for me and toss them to me during fights.
I do think that like base hirelings are really cheap.
Yeah, they are. But they also take one hit and they're dead.
Well, that's just too bad.
Yeah.
So you basically want the Witcher's bard to be running behind you singing Toss a Coin to Your Reggie.
Hey, that'd work.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's kind of the gist of it there, Lady Farland. So if you can speak the tongue, great. If not, you'll be assigned a court translator and deal with it from there.
How much would she know, though? Like, she's probably been practicing it on and off, but I don't know how difficult the language is, personally, unless I'm equating it to actual Japanese, which it's hard.
Speaking's pretty easy. It's reading is hard.
Well, yeah, reading is hard, yes.
Yep. Well, you've known Ayuki now for 4 years. She's been in your life for a good 4 or 5 years. If you actively wanted to learn, if you weren't too busy, because you were very busy during those 4 years, though, with your studies and stuff. So, I guess we could do this the diplomatic way and do a skill check here.
Yeah, all right, that sounds fun.
Give me an intelligence check. In fact, give me 3 of them. Just straight up raw intelligence.
Like ability check?
Yep. Raw ability. This is your intellect and your ability to study and learn it and keep it in. My God, your die just flew off the map. That's a good one. Struggled that year.
Oh God.
Very, very much struggled that year. Actually, no. Okay, so no. So you've known her for 4 years. So give me one more roll.
Okay. Got worse as time went on.
Well,
what were you even doing during class, dude?
as your studies ramped up and you had to start learning physical training and spell casting and all that other stuff, you had less and less time to speak it. So while you can do the basics of hello, goodbye, where is a place to eat, and where are the bathrooms?
Hey, we all know this level of Japanese. We know
Yep.
exactly where she's at.
Unfortunately, you weren't able to watch anime in subtitled nonstop for the last 4 years. So,
Bitch, I took 4 years of Japanese in college.
Let me put it this way: even if you watch it with subtitles, you still learn a lot.
Yeah, you definitely do learn a lot.
so, yeah, you're on not quite conversational level, but you do know a little bit enough to get, basic greetings and directions, right? Like, can you tell me where this is, this, so you can do stuff like that. But carrying on a full diplomatic conversation, not going to be in the cards for you.
Yeah.
But you can add to your character sheet that you have beginners Jafong as a language.
I guess German.
Wherever languages are there, so I think it's on the abilities page.
Oh god. Okay.
Where are you looking at it? Just like where languages are?
Is it? How do you?
Yeah, it's on abilities.
What is the language's name?
Just Jafongese. Jafongese. There's actually 3 dialects of it, so she's only been teaching you the one. Which is fine because you're not going to the other parts of the islands. But that's kind of what that does. No uwus.
Uwu.
Well,
Oh
Yeah.
no sumo yet! Kill cat.
the first word you probably learned was desu. So desu. And then uwu. Yeah, probably learned uwu. Yeah.
That is not a Japanese word.
It is definitely not.
Well, it is now.
NANI?!
Yeah. Everyone knows that one. That's not even a word.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, I've got that one.
All right. So unless anything
Emotional damage!
Yeah, that. Let's play.
I quit. Reggie, you're the dungeon master.
All right. It's a dark day in this world.
First thing he does is hit it with a meteor. Stop
That
it. All
that
right.
about sums me up, doesn't it?
I feel like it would be something more sinister than a meteor.
I DM'd for my brother and his wife recently, and she was shocked that we started off with them being dissected on a table.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Beautiful start.
They were playing magical automatons. It seemed like a good way to hammer that home first thing.
Yeah.
Things happen.
All
Yep.
right. Well, unless anything fancy is going to go on, you guys take care of your business. You get the blood samples in a box that cannot be opened without the proper key or a really good knock spell. You hire a 6-man guard to go with it, and that's it for you. Yuki lets you know all of the small things that that might help you in this next part of your journey. And if nobody wants to do anything else, we can fast forward to later this evening.
Yeah.
I think we got all the shopping done and everything, right? So
You should have everything.
Did
you
we?
need.
I mean, I've got my
Well-
arrows. I know that much.
There wasn't anything I was getting, I don't think. Where we were getting something for Gruak though, yeah?
Yeah, I got the staff.
Yeah,
Okay,
you get a staff, so it is delivered.
Did Farland need any shopping?
No, after she got some of those diamonds, no. I think that's like, that was it.
You got a goddess on her side. She don't need no shopping. Until that one arrow finds its mark.
I mean, to be fair, Gruak and I also both have a goddess on our side, but we still need, material items to not die.
Don't be leaving Reggie out. He just ain't got magic. Fuck y'all. Still religious.
Reggie is magic. It's okay.
That's fair.
He has the magic of rock.
Rock does beat magic.
It sure does.
Okay. So while everybody's doing their final preps, sharpening swords, giving them proper baths, beating them into a rock wall repeatedly over and over again, Reggie.
No. I gotta take care of her. She's been putting up with my shit lately.
Farland, eventually the matron mother calls you into her office, presents you with a nice little leather satchel. Pretty nice size, like the size of a mailman satchel. Inside are the following pieces of equipment. Prepare your inventory page.
Oh god.
It ain't that much. What you're probably going to
There's
actually,
But
I could probably do this for you as well quickly, and then let you arrange to taste. Let's see here. Items, templates, all items. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There it is. Oh, it unloaded my modules again, didn't it? One moment.
Is that something
please.
it does?
Whoa, not normally. What the hell is all that shit that just flew up on my face? Oh, for fuck. Get out of my way. I see that the latest patch has broken one of my plugins. Very great. Very, very great. I'm just double checking here. Where's it at? Unload. Loaded. Okay, no, they're still loaded. All right. I'm just a bad dungeon master, that's all. Let's see here.
You naughty boy.
Why are you not finding this stuff?
We can dance if we want to.
Muffin button.
Oh, shit. Okay. I remember how to do things.
Cool.
Maybe. I am definitely having an off day today. Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to drag these on DL sheet for you directly.
Onto that there party sheet.
No. They're all going to Farland.
Oh,
She
okay.
deci-
That's
she,
easy.
she decides she wants to share with you, then she might. She has prepared 3 greater healing potions for you. You get another 3 regular healing potions. And then that is actually under.
I'm gonna get my sandwich. I'll be back. Just like a second.
How dare you?
Oh, sandwich.
Do.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
No.
We should have done a mulligan on this one.
On which one? What?
This game day. Seems like everything keeps getting
Oh.
popped off.
Well, yeah, I partied a little too long last night. You only turned 50 once.
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, go away.
Happy
Birthday.
birthday.
Birthdays.
Did you enjoy your party, young man?
No, I enjoyed all the cake with my diabetes that I got diagnosed with last week.
Yay.
Good times.
That's nice.
I ate the
brother's
shit out of
been
that
doing
cake
that too.
too. Didn't even give a shit. I just ate the cake. I
Yeah.
didn't care.
Go for it, man. It's just a coma.
Nope.
It'll
Just
pass.
kill me. So you rip out my eyes and chop off my feet. I don't need them anyway. All right.
The medicine's real good for it. After
Yeah.
you go through adjustment.
Yeah, I
And
just
assuming skinny people who want to be skinny aren't using up all of it.
Yeah, that's a struggle too. I'm like, I need to lose some weight, but you know what? This pretzel bun cheeseburger from Wendy's is really damn good. It's whatever. Just remember, folks, no matter how healthy you eat or don't eat, you still die in the end. So live life to the fullest.
That's fair.
Okay. So, all right. So, Farland, the bag contains a grouping of potions and a couple of scrolls.
What kind of potion?
I have added them to your sheet.
Oh,
You have
okay.
you have 3 greater potions. I put them in your pouch, and then she gave you an additional 3 standard potions, so you have a total of 5 healing potions on you right now. The scroll, she explains to you, is a special condition. She prayed to the goddess last night and was given a scroll to impart to you, which is a scroll of summon celestial. Only use it in a dire emergency, like a dragon's about to eat everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the goddess herself has somebody standing by to help you should you need it in your quest for death. And she reaches into her desk after giving you the pouches there, and she grabs you by the wrist and pulls your hand over and puts in your hand a small spherical object. It is platinum in metal, weighs a pretty significant amount. Like you could probably kill Reggie with it, or Reggie, if you gave it to him, could probably murder an entire army with it. It's heavy enough for that. About the size of a golf ball,
Okay.
but made out of pure platinum. Probably worth $1 or $2.
What
And
is this?
that is our most powerful magic possible. To ensure that you can survive long enough to accomplish your goal. At least we hope. Even if somebody is killed, this will have the ability to draw their spirit back into their body and heal them. But it can only be used once. Once you do that, it will turn to ash, and you will be on your own from there. So you'll have one little resurrection ball in your hand. That
Can
you can put on your
someone
character.
use this who does not wield magic?
Someone who has faith in the goddess can use it, yes.
All right.
So anybody that has Azarus as their primary deity can use it. If the rest of y'all are not, you're screwed. Maybe. You'll find out if the time ever comes.
Azarus for life.
Oh my god, that means even Reggie could use it.
I could beat someone to death with it and bring them back with it.
Magic 8 ball.
Yeah.
Magic 8 ball that reses people. One shot. All right. So with that out of the way, it comes time to head over to the Arcane Academy, to the appointed meeting location deep underground in the main faculty building, a place that can only be reached by those who have the proper credentials.
Excellent. Back underground, where Gruak loves it.
He loves it
No.
down here underground. It's his favorite place. All right. When you are escorted down here, Homeboy is standing there. The stone chamber that you're brought into, it's not huge. It's about 40 by 40, right? 40 by 40 square room made out of heavy stone, probably designed to take the brunt force of spells that have gone horribly wrong. The floor itself is currently covered in a very large circle, complete with a crap ton of arcane writing inside multiple circles, getting smaller and smaller as they collapse towards the center. Spots have been left, round spots have been drawn that are devoid of any kind of writing. If you had to guess, it's probably places where you all are going to be standing when this spell gets cast. He is joined by a few other peeps here. Girl that you dealt with a long time ago. I'm sure y'all don't remember anything about her, but she is one of Stedor's right hand helper type peoples. She works at the Arcane Academy. Gruak, you'll be happy to know, someone that you've gotten to know while you've been here is also here. A considerably powerful druid.
Oh,
However,
this.
her bark billow is not with her because, well, he probably wouldn't fit because he's even taller than you are, and you just barely fit. This is a 10-foot ceiling, so yeah, you got about 2 feet above you. So at least you don't have to bend over and crouch down and stuff. All right. And then the fourth person that's in this room, you don't recognize them. And it doesn't matter because they're not important to the story. Some other elvish-looking gentleman looks little salt and peppery there in the hair, so probably a very old elder elf. One that might even be as old as the day that they arrived here. Cold blue eyes stare out from his hood, his wizard hood, but he says nothing. Stedor smiles as he sees Cassie walk into the room with all of you, with all your adventuring gear, supplies, weapons are at the ready, magically enchanted staves, bows, Reggie's mustache,
Ah,
Farland's blue eyes. And did you guys give Farland the breastplate? I think y'all gave her the +1 breastplate, didn't you? Yes, you did. So she got,
Mm,
who's
I
got the
know
breastplate?
that Reggie
Reggie?
wears a breastplate,
Oh, did you get it?
but I don't know that we decided who was getting it.
I thought
I'm
y'all did.
checking.
Because Farland wears breastplate too, over her robes when in combat. Where is the party sheet?
Party sheet's blank.
That means I have already distributed everything then.
So
Yeah.
someone's got it.
I think we did that last time.
Yeah, you did. Breastplate +1 went to you, Reggie.
Yep, I see it now. Yep.
Yep, I'm looking in the party inventory.
I do also have my old breastplate if anybody needs it.
Yeah, the merchant where you can sell it off.
I'd rather retain it.
All right. Close the party sheet. It's in my face. All right. Good evening, everyone. I trust that you are all prepared.
As prepared as one can be.
Indeed. We have been working on this incantation all day. I have checked it more than once, as have my colleagues here. We will be combining our casting abilities in order to ensure your safe teleportation. We will be sending you to the far western side of what was old Corinthia. There, you will be at Fort Bandrin. Once you arrive, you will seek out the commander of the base. Her name is Commander Corderon. Let her know that you are on official business for the king. And Reggie, you are handed a rolled up scroll that's got the king's seal on it.
Put
Give
it
this
away.
give this to her. She will help you get across the sea. Remember, young Cassie, never take off that choker that you wear. Yes, master, I understand. It will not come off until this nonsense is done with, or I'm dead. She kind of side whispers next to you, loud enough that you can hear Farland. It's like, it won't come off until this is over, or I'm dead.
That won't happen.
I will continue to ensure that the eternal ember stays as far away from you for as long as possible. I take it you did the distraction that you mentioned you were going to do. Yes? Very well, then. May the goddess watch over the crew of that ship.
We tried to hire the best we could without tipping our hands.
Ah, very good, then. Their fate is up to the goddess now. Even if they don't know it, and even if they die for a noble cause, that the world may be saved. I wish I could do more to help you. Unfortunately, I do not have any kind of rapport with the Emperor that you'll be seeing. So I wish you the best of luck. For you, Lady Farland, he hands out a black stone to you, very smooth, kind of about the size. It fits in your palm of your hand, but it's like a hockey puck shaped type black smooth stone. These ascending stones. You'll be able to communicate with me anytime you need to. Keep me apprised of your progress, and if you need any additional help, I'll see what I can do to send it post haste. But the more quiet we keep this, the better your odds are of completing your appointed task unmolested.
Appreciate the help.
Of course. I have informed the king of what is transpiring. He has left it all up to me for now. But you go with the hope of all of our people. May the goddess watch over each and every one of you, and may you be victorious. And cast that dragon into the pit where it belongs. If you are all ready, let us commence. It should be early morning in Fort Bandrin. I have sent ahead word to expect your arrival. Good luck to you all. All right. Each of you stand in one of the circles, doesn't matter which. And we will commence with the teleportation ritual. Ritual, people. Not even a spell, but a ritual spell. Which means it's going to take a while.
Oh, then I'll have time for a little bit of a drink.
Nope. Don't move. Each of you, when you stand inside the circle, please stand as still as you possibly can. This will take about 10 minutes for us to cast. It's a modified version of the teleportation spells from the old world. This is a much less flawed version. That way we can guarantee your arrival in relatively one piece. He gives a little chuckle. Little levity, right? Just to put all your minds at ease. Did it work? Did it work?
So I'm going to go ahead and get out that flask and take a drink.
Take one drink before you have to hold still. Yuki smacks you on the hip and holds out her hand.
Yeah, I'll pass it.
Yep, she takes one too. She hands it back to you. God, I hate teleporting. Gods, I hate teleporting so much.
At least it's not gnomes. It's not gnomes. We can just be happy it's not gnomes.
I mean, it went pretty well last time, all things considered.
Yes,
It
things
made
with them tend to
Borak
go well
feel
until they
dizzy.
don't.
So Stedor, he's finishing some of the last incantations on the ground. He kind of chuckles. I see you've had the pleasure of the Gnomish Teleportation Guild.
Mixed pleasure.
Yes. We're working with them to try to stabilize their technology with magic. So it's slow going. These gnomes, they have a bit of a pride issue. They don't like to accept help, even when that help could make the device so much safer. But to each their own. So the four mages. Four, sir. The unnamed elf in the back. I'm still here. They all take up their positions on the outer part of the circle. You guys are kind of standing on your little circles in the inner part of the circle. And they ask you to link hands together. It's time for some kumbaya singing.
Fine by me.
Since this is a group teleportation spell, all of y'all being in contact with each other will make it less likely that you'll all end up scattered all over the place.
I'm going to get on one side of Farland and get Ayuki on the other side.
Okay, gotcha. And the rest of y'all are just in whatever order you desire. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, do not switch page. Do not switch page. Where are you at? There you are. Wait a minute. What have I done? What did I do? That is the wrong person. Okay. All right. Then okay. All right. So the four mages, they take up their positions, and you guys are holding hands in this inner circle. The mages begin to go through a complex set of somatic hand movements, all in perfect unison, as they cast this cooperative magic spell. Their timing must be exceptionally in sync with each other. And it's kind of weird or kind of creepy to look at because they look like mirror images of each other. They are flawlessly casting as they work through this 10 minutes of arcane enchantment. Gobbledygook to those of you not trained in arcane, which I think is pretty much everybody in this party. So they're speaking some mystical language. And as time passes over the next 10 minutes, the runes that are written around the circles in the different layers of circles, they slowly start to light up purple going around. And then the next inner circle of runes start to light up, and so on and so forth until it gets to the center part where the most complex of the diagrams currently sits. The inner diagram is drawn in such a way that it touches on the circles that you are all standing in. And eventually, the power that flows into the center starts to wrap around each of the circles that you find yourself standing in. There's this static electricity feel, and you start to feel your hair sticking up on your arms and the back of your neck. And then, as you look across at your partner, or look left or look right, everybody's hair is sticking up like they're touching a big giant Tesla ball. And then there's a smell of like burning incense. It's that quickly turns into like burnt wood, kind of a burnt wood smell. And there's a loud pop and a flash of light. And the next thing you know, you are traveling through the Stargate visual effect as you go zipping across space instantaneously from one side of the continent to the other side, appearing in Fort Ban Durin with a loud pop and crackle as the magical spell effect hopefully takes effect, possibly. Get out the way. Let's see what happens to y'all. Oops, wrong button. I'm not going to show you this one. You don't deserve it.
Well, it was nice knowing everyone.
Half of Mary makes it through.
Mary, your top half is now attached to Reggie's bottom half, and you're backwards.
Ah.
Reggie,
Good luck fighting against that. Shit. We're going to clean up in a stadium or something.
Damn, Reggie, you got a nice butt for an older man. Now that I can see it. So as you travel through the colorful display, traversing space, the colorful lights whipping by you, you're probably there for maybe 3 seconds, and then you feel this rush. It's almost like the sensation that you're falling off of a very tall building to your doom, and then suddenly you're attached to the ground again. And when the light fades, you are standing in the middle of a teleportation circle, in the middle of what appears to be some kind of encampment. Lots of wood buildings that have been erected here all around you. There's a small, the circle that you're standing in right now is kind of on a raised dirt mound, and it's got a little set of wooden steps that walks back down onto the trails that go around this raised area. It is about, if you had to take a guess, actually, everyone throw out a survival check. See if you can tell what time it is right now.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Survival checks. Mary,
This is my survival. Okay.
survival. Oh, look, damn, Farland's like 20.
I'm dead.
The guy, you spent too much time underground. You've forgotten how to tell where the sun is in the sky. Oh, you poor tree man. So yes, pretty much everybody. If you had to guess, Gruek, you would guess completely and totally wrong. But everybody else, it's probably like 8, 9 in the morning. Feels that way. It is chilly here. The grass that's on the ground is brown. So it's some kind of either autumny type weather still, or more wintry because it does feel much colder in this.
Does it look like the right kind of place?
Well, the first thing that you notice is that there's no people to greet you when you arrive. But quickly as you look around, as you're trying to get reoriented, right? Because you're kind of disorientated for a moment coming out of that spell. So you're just like, huh. And then the disorientation ends when you hear a very loud horn trumpeting. You're just like,
All right,
huh.
get my blade out.
Shing! You accidentally cut Farland as she was standing too close to you when you did that. As you take a look around to try to figure out where the hell that horn sound came from, you notice that it does look like a fort because you can see raised walls about probably about 70, 80 feet away from your position. The walls have raised wooden scaffolding that currently have individuals standing on top of them all around the fort looking outward. You also hear the sound of lots and lots of shouting and chanting. Like lots. And
There's a
you're
battle
like,
inside. Get her inside now.
you're like, what the hell's going on? Nobody's fighting. There's no clashing, no bow shooting anywhere, but there's
They're
certainly
all
some
looking
kind of,
outside, though, right?
yeah, there's some kind of ruckus going on all around here. And I'm going to drop y'all onto this map real quick so you can actually see where you are. If I can remember how to do life. Okay, combat.
Marion Gruak, can you get up there while I secure her?
Sure.
Gruak is here.
It looks like I got the toga somehow over my head. Yeah.
Reggie and Ayuki.
Yes, Gorak will go look.
Oops, messed up, lady. Farland is here, and Cassandra is here. Kind of more like there. Oh, actually, you would be in this configuration, right? Yes, something like this. There we go. Okay. Please tell me the map is completely visible to all of you guys in 100%.
Nope.
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 Clarity. I'm
Still on
looking at.
war map.
Yeah, you haven't given us the map yet.
Oh well, you know. God, you guys want so demanding.
I know,
All
I
right.
know.
All right. It looks like line of sight is working.
It would appear
Looks like
so.
it. Lighting looks good. Cool. Everything's working, maybe.
So, can I turn it off? Let me turn off line of sight real quick, just so you can get kind of a lay of the land, because you can see where all the buildings are. Then I'm going to turn line of sight back on, so because your vision should be, blocked and stuff. Actually, probably doesn't even matter. I don't even know why I did this to this map. What do I need to do? Unlock this map. I need you to.
Because you're an overachiever and you get
I
carried
am.
away.
Hey, how's that? Does that look better? You
Yep.
guys-
Every
Yeah.
house is black inside except 2.
Okay, good. That's how that should work. Yep, and those are open because you can see into them. All right. 'Cause the
So
doors are open.
what exactly is the lighting situation here?
It's early morning, so there's 3 braziers that are lit with morning fires. Nobody bothered to put them out yet because they're apparently currently distracted with whatever the hell
Okay.
is going on outside. Uh,
Outside, you said to the south, right?
so they are everywhere, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do something called an encounter, just so you can see where they are all standing, because you're kind of like lower, right? So you're there's earthen embankments that have been built up, and all of the platforms, the catwalks and stuff around the
Right.
wooden palisade. Is that the right word? The palisade, the
Mhm.
palisade. They're all up there doing their thing. So one moment, please. is this, and this is Fort Banderin. There we go. Add encounter to the map.
Reggie's like, knowing my luck, a fucking catapult stone's gonna hit Farland in the head or something. Just out of fucking nowhere, first shot.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. That is a normal encounter script. What the fuck? Network error. Campaign images, map building overlays.
Let me guess that update screwed shit up.
Oh, I got a huge list of errors. This is just a standard built-in encounter. Wow, it won't drop my encounter on the map. Oh my god. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Oh my god. Will to live. Lowering. Okay, so the encounter thing isn't dropping my encounter, pre-made encounter on the map. That is unfortunate because there's a lot of dudes here. Okay, well, why do they break shit that didn't even need fixing? This is basic, simple interface stuff. Oh, what's it say? Overlays, effects, FX magic circle engraved, not working. What does that have to do with dropping the tokens on the map, game? Script execution error. Battle addict. What the fuck is battle addict? I do not have a program called. Okay, well, let's do this the hard way then, I guess. Get some coffee. Go pick up a wife or two. Go do something. NPCs. And I need this. And I have to add them to the combat tracker, don't I? Or else I can't place them. I do apologize.
Not your fault.
No, they're good guys.
Doubly or triply so if this was working before and it just broke.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Look at my trucker hat.
You must construct additional pylons.
No.
Who's there?
Okay, well.
Who's there?
Me and my coworkers hang out in Discord all day, and we have way too much fun with the soundboard.
Mhm.
Oh, hi!
I can't play mine because I don't have Nitro. I'm just
Oh,
a
if you don't
Discord
have Nitro,
peasant.
are you?
Reggie, I'm about to do what you suggested earlier.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
This is a big encounter, so I can't sit here and. There's a reason why the encounter system is in Fantasy Grounds, right? Because it allows you to pre-place everybody as a package, and then you click a single button, and it drops all their tokens and adds all of them to the combat tracker. Because there are, I'm just going to count this out real quick for you. Let's see. There are 92 tokens that need to be placed on this map.
Yeah, it's a real big encounter.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we should all get on the same version of this and then not update at all.
Yeah, if it's, I mean, yeah, not a bad idea. I wanted this new one because there's nothing in their notes that says they did anything with the encounter system.
That's wild.
And I don't have any plugins that make encounters better or worse or easier. Is this just the built-in shit? But it
And
keeps
there's
wanting to call. It's trying to call on some kind of spell tokens and shit.
Can you place like half of an encounter and like do it in sections?
No, I had them all pre-placed where they were going to be, what they're going to do.
I take it there's
Say.
no recompile encounter button or anything.
There's not.
Is there an unfuck button?
Yeah, I knew that.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Let me see something here. Shit. This. What am I doing with my life? Oh. You guys don't have any active effects on you, right? Nope. Just the ones that you've had this entire time.
Yep.
Oh, let me check something. Hang on. There might be hope. Hang on. If not, I am probably going to call this damaged game. Even when I open up the modules page, I get hit in the face now with the compiling log error. Window class module selection underscore entry does not exist. Anchor static width ignored for your controls. What did you people break? I'm going to blame Reggie.
Yeah, my bad.
Is this your fault, Reggie? Could be. Dungeon Master's Guide, Player's Guide. Nope, I have the monster manual open, so that is not the problem. I thought maybe because I didn't have the module loaded for the monster manual, it was like, hey, I don't know where to look for your tokens and stuff. But
If it's giving you an error about spell effects, do you have like buffs or debuffs or anything already on the tokens that you set up?
Well, I have your spell effects on your character sheets.
Well, no, like on the encounter enemies that you're saying are
No,
like
no,
breaking
they're
when you
all
try to drop them in.
no, they're just normal, right out of the monster manual. Literally dragged them right out of the monster manual into the encounter window to build this encounter. What it's doing is it's acting like it's scanning your character sheets and it can't find the spell tokens on your spell books. Like, but who cares? You're already on the map. So why are you calling that up? There's no reason to call that up. I need to debug this shit.
If you delete our tokens from the map, can you drop them on?
Interesting.
Like if it's giving
Interesting
you
for
an
you.
error because of ours, can you just remove us and then drop your encounter on, then put us back?
Interesting. I'm getting rid of y'all. Get out. Get out. Get out. You get out. You get out too.
Probably want to remove us from the combat tracker too. We're also on round 2 for some reason.
Well, that's because I haven't hit the reset button yet. Get out of my combat tracker. All of y'all get out of my game. I'm firing you all. Reggie, get out of my game.
No.
Clearwater, get out of my game. Cassie Bentley, They don't even like you. They've secretly told me they hate your guts. Get out here. Nobody likes her because
Somebody's been reading my diary.
well, she's part of the most hated type of MMO quest ever. Escort. Escort them. Ha! Nope. But the error messages for all the spell tokens has been eliminated.
There's that.
So I fixed the errors, just not whatever's wrong with the
No, it
the
popped up
encounter.
still. See, the other things were just warnings, like the anchor controls cannot work, blah blah blah. Those are warnings. But hardcore code stopping errors, script execution error, string C, battle colon A add CT, which I'm going to assume that means add count. That's their variable for that. 12 attempted to call a field add battle. A nil value was passed.
Hmm.
Damn, not enlist.
They broke my shit. They broke my game. Well, I'm going to do some debugging, I guess. Is everybody's schedule open for the 10th?
Yep.
Yep.
Are we
Think
open
so.
for the 10th? I will have this all sorted out by then.
Yes.
I'm going to laugh well, I'm not going to laugh. I'm going to be mad and want to punch somebody in the face at Fantasy Grounds if that patch we just installed after I crashed is what caused the destruction. How much you want to make a bet? It probably was.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Probably.
How much you want to make a bet it was? Okay, well. Thank you all for showing up. Sorry, chat, for technical difficulties. I didn't think I was going to have to, do tech support on something that should have already been run off of basic systems. But, to be fair, they all
Out
have
of
their problems.
curiosity, because it's saying that things are broken when you're trying to drag it in from the encounter you've built, what happens when you try to drag the enemies on individually? Is that something you can do? Or are the tokens that you're trying to drag onto the map broken?
No, they're coming right out of the monster manual. So, I think. NPC records. Let me see here. Give me an Anakora. An Anakora, right? Because everybody loves it. Whatever the hell you pronounce these bird dudes' names. And then grab bird dude and drop him down. That is so irritating. Well, the Birdman got dropped in. I'll sort out because I have a lot of encounters
Right.
that are pre-configured. So I'm going to have to fix all of them. I'm not going to sit here and drag 20, 30 tokens onto the fucking map one at a time. So canceled. We got canceled. Hashtag canceled.
Oh no.
And not
Yeah,
even for
hashtag
good reason.
Yeah.
We got freaking canceled by inept programming.
It's so over.
The first thing I'm going to probably attempt to do is just delete this encounter completely and then rebuild it from scratch. But that's going to take time. So, and quite frankly, I'm no longer in the mood.
I'm gonna hop out, guys.
Oh, you don't love us? Fine. Go play a game. Go play Diablo. It actually works most of the time.
Have a good night, Reggie.
You too, man.
See you next week.
Yep.
Yay! Goodbye, chat.
And bye, chat. Yeah.
This was overall a bad weekend, even though it was a